A big win for the Bourne Braves. They snapped their 6-game losing streak, and one of the big reasons why is standing to my right. Tony Dibrell got the start and pitched really well. I'm joined on my left by Kyle Kercheval, and on the far right, right next to Tony, is Troy Lynch. Tony, a great start again for you tonight. What was working for you after a little bit of a rain delay?
My fastball and my slider was what allowed me to go 6 strong innings today.
Yeah, so Tony, we got to about the second and third inning. First of all, congratulations on a fantastic game. You had a lot of success against these YD Red Sox last time. You brought that into tonight. Yeah. Fantastic. By about that second and third inning, you were leaving some pitches up. Didn't look like you were quite finishing on some of those. Was maybe an arm issue something for you? You were a little bit sore out there, but didn't seem to be apparent because you got all the way through 6 innings. But was that something on your mind?
I think I was just thinking too much of trying to be too perfect with every pitch, and once I just calmed down and realized that all I got to do is throw strikes, that's what got me over the hump.
Now we know that pregame rituals for starting pitchers have been something that they need before a game to pitch well. So they had that 50-minute rain delay, or it wasn't even a rain delay, but the puddle over at second base. Did that affect your pregame rituals at all?
That didn't, but I forgot my earphones, so I couldn't listen to any music before the game, so I was pretty scared to go out there. But
What's your music of choice then?
I just got everything on there. A little bit of country, a lot of hip-hop.
Gotcha.
So everything.
Good. Now, I know it's tough because you guys haven't been really been able to score runs the past few games. How was that as a starting pitcher, just knowing that, okay, we might not score another run, I have to be perfect?
That you just can't let that go through your mind. You just got to go every pitch at a time and worry about all you can worry about is what you do. So that's what I tried to do today.
Cool.
And one last curveball for you, Tony. I know that back at school you're good friends with AJ Moore.
Yeah.
And you started off the season in Chatham, but now you're here in Bourne. Did AJ help you at all get accustomed to things, and how close are you guys back at school?
Yeah, that's he's my best friend, that's my roommate, and he kind of introduced me to most of the guys here, and they've taken me in pretty well, so I'd say it's gone great.
Any influence from AJ to maybe get the arm sleeve tattoo or the beard?
He tried to get me to get an arm sleeve, but I'm not going to do it. So. Yeah.
Well, the Braves are certainly happy to have 2 Kennesaw State Owls in their starting rotation. AJ Moore pitching well, and tonight, Tony Dibrell was the man. Thanks a lot for joining us, Tony.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations on a great start, and we'll be back with Players of the Game.
This is Connor McVeigh from the University of Cincinnati, and you are now watching Tomahawk Talk.
Well, just like in tonight's game, we got a strong start on Tomahawk Talk from the Braves starting pitcher, Tony Dibrell, and now we're left with this group to try and close things off. The Braves closed things off tonight, a 3-1 victory over the YD Red Sox. It's that time of the show, guys. It's time for some players of the game. I'll start with you, Troy.
Brennan Breaux, once again, he was 2 for 2 tonight with 2 singles. He had a stolen base. Then he also had that walk in the bottom of the 8th inning, which represented the go-ahead run. He was doing everything. He was caught that one time in the pickle, but obviously that didn't have any effect on the game. And then it was a relatively quiet night for him in center field, but just another great job. He's seeing a lot of pitches, and he's the only Brave with a multi-hit game today. So my player of the game definitely goes out to Breaux.
Reached base all 3 times he came to the plate. Great, especially out of the 9-hole. Kyle?
I'm going to break some rules. Again, someone has to do it. It's going to be me tonight. I think it's justified, though. I'm going to go with the Braves bullpen, Chad Linsman and Andrew Wan specifically. Toccolini was able to come in and get a couple outs up in that 6th inning, but it did take Chad Linsman to settle things down. He pitched a fantastic 2 innings. But a guy we really need to point out is Andrew Wantz. This guy just has a closer's mentality. It took him, 9 pitches to get out of that top of the 9th, absolutely dealing out there 2 strikeouts. You absolutely love to see that. And also, David McKinnon making the diving catch that he didn't quite have last night, but he had tonight. And I also need to give out an honorary Oscar. This one needs to go to Willie Yon, a fantastic acting job. I know he's not going to like me saying it, but he was definitely not hit on the pitch. It was absolutely a foul ball. It proved to be a big insurance run for the Braves. So at this stage, when you're in a big losing streak, you got to find ways to get on base. That's one of them. So the Oscar goes to Willie Yon.
So 4 players of the game from Kyle Kercheval and 1 from Troy Lynch. We've already got a starting lineup. I guess I'll dip into the bench to be the 6th man in basketball terms, and I'm going to give it to the man that was just standing next to me. Tony Dibrell did a fabulous job tonight. We got to get him his first Braves win one of these nights because he pitched real well again. Gets a no decision, though. 6 innings, 1 earned run. Continues a trend of great pitching by the Braves starting staff. Last word goes to you, Troy Lynch.
All right, so I know we all picked players of the game, but I'm going to have to give my most valuable players to the grounds crew of today's game. This ball game would not have happened if the grounds crew was not working for tireless hours before the game. We started off 12 o'clock. There was a lake on second base. I'm not even kidding. It took like 35 5-gallon buckets to get carted off the field in order to get second base looking all tidy like it did tonight. So Tommy Chase leading the charge, MVP tonight.
Real quick, Michael. Troy, you were a part of that, weren't you? Are you just giving this award to yourself?
Say my name. I didn't say my name.
You said the grounds crew staff.
Whoever is in the grounds crew, I think, Kyle, that they deserve a day off. And that's exactly what they're going to get. We'll talk to you a couple days from now on Tuesday when the Braves take on the Chatham Anglers at Veterans Field. For my partners Troy Lynch and Kyle Kercheval, I'm Michael Stern. We will see you on Tuesday in Chatham, and everybody have a nice day off. And I am going to take the Cincinnati Reds' Adam Duvall to win the Home Run Derby. Do you guys want a quick Home Run Derby pick? That's coming up tomorrow.
I don't think he's going to win, but Carlos Gonzalez, go Rockies.
Stanton.
All right, those are the picks from here, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.